Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to dig into an old workout protocol called DC training or Doggcrapp training, and I'm going to present to you my variation of it called massive crap training. Why not? Doggcrapp, massive crap. You get it. Before I get into that topic, guys, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. Also, down below is a PDF. If you want this complete program, go check out down below. You can download the complete PDF version of this workout. All right. So some of you have probably heard of Doggcrapp training or DC training. Some of you, it might just be a chuckle, right? Doggcrapp training, never heard of it before, but it was very, very popular for a long time. It was a different style of training. Back in the day, you had like your bodybuilding splits, your bro splits, right? And then DC training came along and it was completely different. It was focused on rest pause, only one exercise per body part. It introduced some frequency and it made some bold claims. There's an article from 2009 on T Nation where trainees were claiming to gain 50 pounds of muscle in a year. All right, I'm just going to set that out there and let that float away on its own. So let's dive into some of the nuts and bolts of DC training. And again, if you want my variation, massive crap training, the PDF is down below. All right, so DC training or Doggcrapp training, you would have two. You'd alternate between an A workout and a B workout. So week one would be A, B, A, and week two would be B, A, B. Now each of these workouts, A and B, you'd have one exercise for each of these. So A was chest, shoulders, triceps, back width, and back thickness. And B workout was bicepticons, forearms, calves, hammies, and quads. And you typically do 2 sets for quads, 4 to 8, and 20 reppers or Widowmaker, squats, front squats, leg press, whatever. These, you would have one exercise for each of these, right? But they would be rest pause. They would be rest pause. And I'm going to explain to you how the DC rest pause training system works and then show you mine. But for each of these, A and B, you would have 3 variations. 3 A variations and 3 B variations. So your chest 3 variations, you could use bench press, you could use weighted dips, you could use machine press. So it doesn't really matter. You'd start off with 3 different training days for each of these and you'd cycle between them. When you stalled on a lift, like you're not making any progress for several weeks, then you'd work in a new lift. So if you're doing weighted dips and you stall, then you would work in a different exercise variation, pec deck or whatever the heck you wanted. So outside of squats or quads and deadlift, which falls under back thickness, each of these exercises, and again, you're only doing one exercise for body part, would have one set of 3 rest pause blocks, okay? So what you would do is, say you're doing bench press. You'd crush as many reps as you could. I believe it advocated training to failure. Then you would take 10 to 15 deep breaths and go back under the bar and do as many reps as possible to failure. And then take 10 to 15 deep breaths and prolong the set again for the 3rd time, knocking out as many reps as possible. And that's it. 3 mini sets as part of one big set for each exercise. So you do your reps, take a 10 to 15 deep breaths, do more reps, 10 to 15 deep breaths, and more reps. And again, you would do this for every exercise other than quads and other than deadlifts. DC training had a lot of good things. Number one, it brought frequency back into the bodybuilding mix. And this was kind of a new or different thing back in the day, right? You had rest pause training added to the mix, a heavy focus on rest pause. I'm a big advocate of rest pause training. I tried it for a full year, a style similar to this, and got some of the best results out of my in my training life, my training career. And it's intense. Every set has a goal, and there's a complete focus on progressive overload. So there's a lot of good stuff here. One of the reasons why I like rest pause training is because you get more value out of each and every rep on average. You beat a muscle until it's down, and before before it is able to recover, you do more reps. And then you recover, let it recover just a little bit, but not completely. And you keep beating a muscle when it's down. So I think this is a good bodybuilding system, but I also think it's a good off-season power building system because of the focus on progression. Now that's DC training. This is my version, DC Doggcrapp training. This is my version, massive crap training. And again, PDF down below. My clients are going to recognize this type of, a lot of my clients will recognize this type of scheme. What I do for a lot of folks that want frequency but not full body is I rotate between posterior workouts, upper workouts, posterior workouts, and upper workouts. And I usually put together 4 total workouts. Now, you can do this in any way you want. You can do posterior rest, upper rest, posterior rest, upper rest, and train 3.5 days a week or every other day. You can train 3 days a week just like DC training, but continue to rotate between these. Or you could train 4 days a week if you want, and just take a rest day like on Wednesday and then rest on the weekend. The only caveat here, or point of importance, is that you do not want to do curls or bicep work the day before deadlifts. So if you got deadlifts coming up, you always want to have a day of rest before deadlift. Now my rest pause, or let me explain the posterior and upper because my split is different than the DC split. For posterior, I like training legs and back together instead of just having 2 leg days a week, which bores the snot out of me. So for posterior, you're going to work legs and back. For upper, you're going to work chest, shoulders, biceps, and triceps. You can work in abs, you can work in calves, you can work in traps, wherever you want. So we're going to rotate between back and legs, shoulders, chest, and arms. We're going to continue to rotate. Now, you can see on deadlifts, there's 2 sets. On squats, there's 2 sets. Everything else has 5 RP, except everything else has 5 RP, which is 5 rest pause mini sets. Where DC training had 3, you're going to have 5 here. So this is how it's going to work. You're going to say hop on bench press. You're going to do as many reps as you can. And I want you to understand this. Stop that set when you feel like you're going to fail on the next rep or when your form starts to break down. We only want safe, quality reps with good form. So you're on bench press. You get under the bar. You knock out as many reps as you can, safe, quality reps, and then you rest 30 seconds. Get back under the bar, as many reps as possible. Rest 30 seconds. Get back into the bar. Rest many reps as possible. Rest 45 seconds. Get back under the bar, knock out as many reps as possible, rest 60 seconds, and then hit your 5th mini set. So 1 exercise, 5 mini rest pause sets. In my variation of rest pause, the deeper into it you go, the longer you're going to rest. And you're going to need it. You get far into that set, the set that's just continuing, and you're going to start resting a little bit longer, 45 seconds and 60 seconds. That'll allow you to catch your breath a little bit, let that fatigue rescind a little bit, and still allow you to keep pushing that muscle while it's down. So you do this for every single exercise other than deadlifts and squats. Now, you're looking at this program and you're saying, well, what if I don't like these exercises? You can insert any exercises you want. You can approach it like DC training and rotate exercises. You can see, though, we have 2 different workouts for each body part. So at most, I would only put in 4 variations for each body part. Here, what you have is you have back, you have legs, you have back, you have legs, and then you have back again, and then abs. And here you have legs, back, hamstrings, and abs. So you can see you're getting in more exercises per workout than Doggcrapp training. You have chest, shoulders, arms, shoulders, chest, arms. This setup, again, you can use any exercises you want, but I think you should lead off with a compound movement at least. So my posterior A, you have deadlifts 1 by 5, and then you drop the weight a little bit and do 1 by 8 to 10. Then you have leg press, pull-ups, leg curls, seated cable rows, and abs are optional. And all these are 5 RPs. Upper A, bench, seated dumbbell overhead press, dips, face pulls, cable tricep extensions, and dumbbell curls. Posterior B, you got your squats. You're going to do 1 by 5 and then drop it down to a Widowmaker. Then you have barbell rows, hack squats, lat pull downs, dumbbell RDLs, optional abs. Upper B, military press, seated, standing, don't really care. Push press, don't really care. Then dumbbell bench, side laterals, machine press, skull crushers, and easy bar curls. Don't get fixated with this specific workout. You can use whatever exercises you want. These are merely the exercises I would prefer to perform at any general commercial gym. So that's it. You're going to find you get a lot more sore than normal. You're going to find that if you stick to this and keep pushing for progression, you want to push for progression whenever it makes sense. And every possible chance, you're going to get sore, you're going to get strong, and this is going to be a really good muscle building session. And again, the PDF to Massive Crap is down below. All right, guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.